Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can
throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they try to do it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give to Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. To throw again on second down. Allen being chased out left. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Allen on the move to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. A slant to Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. On first down, Patterson. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Henry. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. To the air, Allen, flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're coming.
Allen hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Allen.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Allen. They set up the screen for Henry. Stays on his feet. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the screen pass. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being forward.
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. On the check down, it's Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Allen. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A throw out wide to Woods, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Allen sliding out of the pocket. He dumps it off for Henry. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gano's kick is right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Chester Rogers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's got it. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Now Burrow. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Allen. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. And he is in for the score. And it is absolutely